Hola mi compadres, Brian the Bold here, and today I think I have two ideas to do for my videos and for this channel. First off, if I want to talk about something just in general, I think I better add some Battlefront gameplay because that would make it more interesting for me and for the community to watch some Battlefront gameplay while I name something off, like say something that's going to change in the channel and something like that. So I feel like that'd be good for the channel and really interesting because I know I kind of appreciated some people who did this for their channel. Like I remember Leafy, well, yeah, Leafy, he does that for his content where he commentates on videos, and then he does his own content like CSGO where he just jumps around randomly. But I just wanted to do some Battlefront gameplay, so hopefully that'll work out. And if you do like it, please tell me in the comments if you do like it and like to see more, or would you like to rather go back to the boring vlogs that I do that are, you know, kind of boring and such. So hopefully you guys are going to prefer this and then the vlogs. Oh, and before I start with the real news, this is the gameplay from Turning Point, because 2 days ago, I think, Star Wars Battlefront, or EA, released an update allowing every map in the game so far, only the big maps like that for Supremacy and for Walker Assault, to have Turning Point. So that's really good, and I actually do like it because I like a lot of maps. I really did like Turning Point, so especially with all the maps. Pretty good. I like it, so hopefully you guys might like it too. And I'm going to change up with the viewpoints. I'm going to go first person and third person, and I'm going to change, obviously, classes. Like, well, maybe for the Imperial I might stick with the Shadow Trooper, but I probably will change the aliens for the Rebel side. But I forgot to do it this time, but I will later. But on to the real news. I felt like for a while that doing this was a good idea, but now a lot of people really want this back in the channel. For those of you who are just tuning in to the channel, who just joined the community, you may not know what I'm talking about unless you look back in my content. And for those of you who are we're here in the beginning, you guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to a video series that I did a while back, and it was called Salvation Sundays. I did that because I felt like it was a good idea, and so, but I didn't really feel like I was doing a good job of actually saying what I wanted to say and say it right and not sound, you know, ridiculous or just say the wrong things. I'm afraid of that. But now a lot of people really want the series back and would love to see more content that I would make with the videos. And I plan to hopefully bring it back on Sunday, this Sunday, which is what, like the, okay, so today's the 24th, so Wednesday. 25th, 26th, and 7th, I think the 28th. So we're going to bring you back February the 28th of Sunday of 2016. Now, what I do in Salvation Sundays is kind of like, you know, church practically, where I just talk about things that I've learned so far in life in my school, because everyone knows that I go to a school that is allowed to, you know, talk about the Bible and all that stuff, so with that information that I have, I will be happily sharing it with everyone, hopefully, if you guys do enjoy it. Now, I do understand in reality that not everyone here really likes all this, you know, and I understand that. But I highly recommend you looking at some videos. I'm not going to tell you, like, look at every single video, but, you know, highly recommend you just looking at one. Don't look in the past, though. Well, I guess, I mean, since everyone looked at it, it's like, oh, we want some Salvation Sundays to come back. But the name Salvation Sunday, I don't know. I feel like I should either change the name or just leave it on, but I'm not really sure. But I feel like I should bring it back. Now, like I said, it's like chapel, church, whatever you call it. Talk about it, learn what I you know, did. When I learned today, this week, and just make a small sermon. But of course, I'm not a pastor. I'm just a 15-year-old YouTuber, just trying to come along in life. You know, just trying to do some stuff. Maybe this might be helpful for some people. I'm not sure, but like I said with my concerns, another thing is I don't want to seem hypocritical. You know, because you know, I always say, like, oh, that person's a hypocrite and stuff, but, like, I never really liked being a hypocrite myself. Like, there's two things that I don't like being called. I don't like being called a thief or a hypocrite, because a thief I am not. Definitely, I am not a thief. Some people might like to argue with me, but I don't see myself as a thief. And a hypocrite, I mean, that can go different ways. Sometimes I do see myself as one, sometimes I don't. But I really try to say what I meant and try to preach what I do, or whatever that phrase is. But I feel like I'm kind of like, not doing that correctly as I needed to do. And I'm not doing it as well back then. So I'm not even sure I'm doing it now. But with this, I need to be more organized, because back then it practically was just advice in my opinion. But I just need to pick a topic, work on it, study it down, write it down. I probably won't write it down, but I'll work on it, don't worry. And for Sunday, I will be, preaching about it. That will always be like this, like, the stereotypical, like, you're all going to hell, you need salvation or else you're all going to hell. No, it's not always going to be like that, okay? It's going to be different. We're going to talk about different topics that, like, people would like to know. And of course, this is a community thing, so if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me a question. Now, and let me tell you, I won't always answer your questions well, so that's why I'm going to either say I can't answer it. Well, actually, I'm going to say this. I can't answer it myself, so that's why I'm going to need some time to ask people around me, because, like, I have access to people who regularly study the Bible for a living, and they get paid for, studying the Bible and reading it and, like, being professional at it. So if there comes a question about that, I'll come around it. When it comes to debates and stuff like that, I'd rather not, because I tend to be a little offensive at sometimes, and I can't really fight for my own. I really can't. I've seen that in my life, and I can't really fight for my own, honestly. I need other people to fight for my battles. Is that a good thing? No, not really, in my opinion, but, it just means I'm passive. And am I happy with that? I think I am. I mean, I don't like as being aggressive as possible, because it's not really me. I just like being happy and, just going along with life, trying to bring someone's day up, because, like I said, I like bringing people's day up when they're, like, having a crappy day. So hopefully this will bring out the best and not the worst, because if it does, then I am absolutely sorry. I will say sorry in advance if all of this is just a complete nightmare and that I just ruined the entirety of the name of Christianity, and I really am sorry if I did that in the first place. If I already did that, I want to say I am sorry about it. So there's my sorries, and let me go ahead and give you my thanks for all of you who think that I'm doing a right thing and that I'm actually preaching the gospel, because that's another thing that I want to do, is to preach the gospel, because I have to be really thankful for God, because He has given me this great opportunity. He's given me this community and given me a voice, because with myself, I don't really see myself as an importance or really of use, and the only thing that I see useful in myself is my voice, because I feel like I'm a little more of a voicey person, and I can speak a little bit more than I usually act, because, like, when I'm doing stuff, I'm dumbfounded. I'm just like sustained or useless. But when I speak, that's my best thing that I can do, is speak. And I get really offended when people try to take away my right to speak, because if you're trying to take away something that I want to do, I have no big problem with that, because I probably would say I probably couldn't do it in the first place. But when it comes to things like trying to take things like my voice away, like saying you can't say this because it would be that and that, that's one thing that really bothers me, because that's the only thing I have, in my opinion, is my voice. And this is technically what you're hearing right now. You're seeing gameplay from a different company. I'm just playing it, but this is my voice, a voice that was given to me, and I want to use it to the best of my abilities. So I'm gonna, maybe in high school during 11th or 12th grade or 10th grade, I will maybe do a class on speech, because I looked on the electives, and I have an opportunity to do a speech class. So I will probably do that, and hopefully be able to finish it all and study it well and actually learn something from it, and progress in my way of speaking, in my speech ways. And everyone knows as well, like, I have a speech impediment and I can't speak as correctly, it's some things like that. So like I said, I have a way to speak, but it's not well, but it's good because I can speak out, I can speak my mind and be kind of clear with that. Right? I just have to work on being clear and just speaking correctly, because, you know, not a lot of people would expect people who don't speak well. They just laugh at them like, aha, he said that and this. It also bothers me as well. It's like, get over yourselves. Everyone makes their mistakes, you know. But you know, I can't really complain as much. It's my fault for not paying attention in school and for not actually working on my English. So hopefully that will change if Lord permits. So yeah, in general, I want to bring back the Salvation Sundays for Sunday videos. Hopefully this Sunday, 28th, I believe. But if you guys oppose it, do not hesitate to comment, because you're not going to, like, you know, get like crucified. That's ridiculous. You're just voicing your opinion because you have a part in this community. Now, it's not 50-50% if I'm going to agree with you. I mean, I have to. Well, I don't have to, but there may be a point where half of the community wants this and half of the community does that. So it comes to the point where I have to, like, choose what is moral, in my opinion. So hopefully that won't come to the case. There will be like a higher percentage yes or higher percentage no. But I really hope it's going to be yes, because that would be a great opportunity just to share the gospel and just surprise a lot of people, because a lot of people get tricked with Christianity. They're like, oh, these hypocrites are like freaking armies, and they're just talking there just to get little trophies. Like me, that bothers me. That also bothers me. Like, I understand where they're coming from. That's not just a bunch of garbage that they're coming up with. That does happen a lot. I mean, a lot. You just have to be around with a lot of Christians. Not in my day. I can't really see in my day, because I'm not, you know, old or something. But you just, you know, I understand what they're coming from. I'm not saying they're like, oh, they're being ridiculous. No, there are a lot of hypocrites out there, and it's really disturbing just to see how they have, what, like 15 years of learning all of this, and yet they take that for granted? No, I actually don't like that. I mean, a lot of them, like, if they even get to, like, in the missionary stage, they're just like, oh, okay, you need to do this and that, and then they're done. I mean, what is that? I mean, you can't just do that. You have to grow a relationship. For me, if I'm going to tell them about a gospel or just tell them about Jesus, I need to make a relationship first, because I want to help them grow with Jesus before and after. I want to make friends first, teach them about Jesus, and then help them grow with as a friend, because that's how I believe that should work. Because if you just go around telling people about Jesus, they might not get it as quickly. And like, who's gonna help them? You don't know. You honestly don't know who's going to help them. So you don't know if they're gonna go to church, and you don't know if they were actually honest. So you're just going to have to help them out, because that's all you can do is to help. And of course, you can't save them. I'll give you this. Here's a tip. You can't save them. All right? You can't. It is only Jesus himself who can save dry bones and broken hearts. Our dead heart. It's only he who can save them. It is we, people who will speak, will show them the way. Now, it is God's choice for them to actually accept it, because how is a dead heart going to react to something like this? It is only by a supernatural way that we, people, will actually be able to get saved and learn and, like, accept the way of Christ. So that's pretty much it. And there's a lot of controversy about that, like, oh, we have a choice, and then it's like, no, God chooses who goes to heaven. There's a lot of what's the word? Controversy. There you go. A lot of controversy about that, and we can talk about that in the video, maybe, if you guys would think about it. So, you know, hopefully it will go well, and that's as much I have to talk about. So thank you everyone for watching this video. I really do hope this works out, and I love every single one of you, no matter what happens. And if you like this video, give it a like, support the Red Guard. And this is Brian the Bold signing out. Stay bold out there.